Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Just Because Wrestling. Jack, how are you?
I'm very good. Happy to see you. I haven't seen you in
No,
months.
It's been a while since we've done an episode actually together in
person, but
yeah.
what a time to do it.
Yeah, we're here
Weekend before or the night before the biggest show in WWE history.
As big or perhaps even better.
The WrestleMania.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, that was the stupidest ad I've ever seen. As good. What's as good or even better?
That's did anyone watch Crown Jewel? Like, the people making those videos must be like, this sucks.
It's like, how are we going to sell this? Did you see the leaked photos of the stage?
I saw something, but
it's WrestleMania 35 stage, like.
Oh really? To just transfer
it is the exact same stage. It's like the big screen,
the panel,
and the poles,
like the wall. Like
yeah. It's the exact same. It's the exact same.
But they'll have the money this time to create like a blue dragon to burn down the wall this time.
Maybe
for
yeah.
Seth's entrance.
Oh yeah.
On that class, if you decided to go to
he rode in on an actual dragon. Saudi Arabia was working on like they actually have a dragon. They're not rich, but yeah. So if you didn't know already, then WWE is heading back to Saudi Arabia tomorrow for WWE.
Well, they're probably on their way, or
they're there.
No,
yeah. They're there, but they're their first pay per view in Saudi Arabia since Crown Jewel, and yeah, unfortunately, they are going back there.
Are you excited?
No. It's they're just weird. They're weird shows. They're like, it's so weird because they're house shows, but they're so big that like you're like, and
they just have ridiculous matches and
matches with absolutely no rhyme or reason to them.
Yeah,
and
like Undertaker Goldberg, like there's no build up to that.
Even listen, like, I can forgive that because
no, like that's going to be an amazing. Yeah.
Triple H versus Randy Orton for zero reason, and they actually addressed it this week on Raw. They were like, "Look, we have nothing to say." That was basically what they were saying. And they're like, we've known each other nearly 20 years, and now we're fighting again. Like
it's a strange one, like it's,
and you don't know what's going to be canon or not. Like, you don't know. It's so dumb. I don't know. Like WWE could do so much better with their time.
The last time they went to Saudi Arabia, it was the closest I came to rage quitting as a wrestling fan. Like, it was the closest I came since I was like 11 when I actually did it. And took a hiatus for a while.
Yeah.
Like,
I know what made me do.
Made me, and I can pinpoint the moment, was I watched WrestleMania 26, and what made me is when Jack Swagger won the Money in the Bank contract,
really?
and he took 25 minutes to take down. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this show, and I'm giving up after this.
I bowed out in 2007 at one point. What was it that made me quit? So I remember I saw WrestleMania 23. I think I just lost interest. I think I genuinely. I don't think there was a particular moment that made me just lose. I think I just stopped watching and then came back. I actually came back when you left. I started watching then around WrestleMania 26 again.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I like WrestleMania 26 is when I left, and I took like I didn't take a long hiatus really. Like I stopped watching, and then Rock came back at WrestleMania 27
yeah.
And I was like. I just kept an eye on it because I was a big fan of Rock. I kept an eye on it, saw his return promo, all that. Kind of lost interest again. It wasn't that I lost interest. The Rock left after WrestleMania 27. I was like, fair enough. I was like, yeah, once in a lifetime, I'll tune in next year for WrestleMania 28. And then the whole CM Punk thing, and I think that's how a lot of people got back into wrestling.
A lot of people, yeah. Like, a lot of people contributed to it. Like,
and I've been.
I was in it. I was there already. Jack Swagger got me back at
and then from like 2011 to like 2014, I was like a closeted wrestling fan because they were like my prime teenage years.
Same.
And then like by the time I hit my like 16, 17, I was like, fuck it, nah.
I'm out.
I'm a mark.
Came out to my mom, and she said she said she always knew. But yeah, what brought me back? I know what brought me back into it. I saw Shawn Michaels retired, and that's what brought me back because I was like, what? Whoa, what? Shawn Michaels.
I thought you were going to say that because Shawn Michaels retired, you wanted to.
No,
watch
I
that.
saw it. And
I was like, excuse me.
No, I saw it, and I was like, well, what?
Yeah.
What happened? And then
I bowed out after Shawn Michaels retired. I was like,
yeah. What's good anymore?
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, and now we're talking about Saudi Arabia. So
yeah, but the Crown Jewel was the closest I came to giving up.
well, Crown Jewel was dog shite.
When was Crown Jewel? November. Something happened. It was like NXT Takeover was like the next
War
month.
Games too, yeah.
And I was like,
that
rejuvenated
money.
my, yeah.
If you want anything to rejuvenate your love, it's NXT.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that happened last week. What do you think of the show, my friend?
Now, I was delayed to the party. I didn't watch it live.
Yeah,
because Divock Origi made all my dreams come true.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's
so
if there's ever an excuse, I'll accept that one.
Winning a Champions League for the 6th time is
an Origi scoring.
An Origi scoring.
That's the only one I'll actually accept. Anything else, the birth of your first child, getting married, none of that will do.
Divock Origi. No, it's the only reason you can miss an NXT takeover. But I caught up with it. It's an NXT takeover. It's nothing short of amazing.
I'll just quickly run down what happened. So first match of the night was Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong. I think an under the radar match that people kind of forgot about, and then when it happened, they were like, "Fuck it, this is
and it was a brilliant match. It was two fantastic athletes, and
I was just I was happy to see Roderick Strong in a singles match again.
Yeah,
we forgot I think people forgot how good he was at wrestling as a singles guy because he's been doing so much tag matches. One of my favorite parts of the match actually was when Strong had the Boston Crab on Riddle.
Yeah,
and then he transitioned into the Stronghold or his version of the Lion Tamer.
Yeah,
and the crowd went mental because it just looks. I don't know. It was just that shift in his body.
But what I loved was the setup to it when Riddle kicked out.
Yeah,
and he popped his shoulders up to kick out, and his legs came up like that, and he put him into the.
Yeah,
it was
great match. Riddle wins with a new finisher, which is kind of like a Styles Clash. I mean, it's fine. It's a pretty cool move.
Yeah, it was a backwards Styles Clash, essentially.
Yeah, the other way around. Yeah,
it was like he set him up for a tombstone down on the Styles Clash.
Yeah. So Riddle wins.
The one thing, and I was meaning to ask you about this because I didn't watch it live, so I watched it knowing the results. But I thought the story they were telling, and I don't know if you picked up on it during the show, was there was a bit of tension within the Undisputed Era beforehand.
Yeah.
You had Roger Strong.
Okay, we don't know where the recording stopped, so we're just going to start from the top of NXT Takeover and go again.
So the first match of the night was Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong. Really, really good match. A match a lot of people have slept on, I think, because there's so much other stuff happening.
Yeah.
I was happy to see Roderick Strong back in a singles match because he's a really good wrestler, and I think you forget that because especially as a member of the Undisputed Era now, he works a lot of tag matches. But Matt Riddle gets the win with his new finisher, and it was a really good match, and probably, in my opinion, the second best match of the night.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what was match of the night.
Well, from watching it, and here's something brand new that I never told you before. Okay. What I noticed was that you had Kyle O'Reilly lose, you had the tag team lose,
Jesus.
And the story they were telling was that Adam Cole was going to lose, and it was going to create further tension in Undisputed. This is brand new information, isn't it? I did not just tell you that 5 minutes ago when the recording stopped.
What? I've actually never heard this ever. But yeah, no. So it was I didn't pick up on it as much. As in I was kind of
See, I didn't watch it live, so
you knew what was happening.
I knew what was coming, but that's what I picked up on it, knowing what was happening. But I don't know. I just want to know. Did you pick up on that while you were watching the show? Did you watch it?
Well, no, I didn't know. Obviously, there have been tensions recently in the Undisputed Era, and watching it, I was like, okay, well. I didn't expect Strong to win. I never expected him to.
I didn't either, no.
But then in the tag match, I was like, with all 14. Well, the only one that was pretty sure wasn't going to win was Burton Larkin. I was fairly certain they weren't going to win. But I was like, oh, they might give it back to Fish and O'Reilly. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
And there were spots, watching it live anyway, especially, there were spots where I genuinely thought that, like, the spot where O'Reilly was climbing and then Jackson Ryder came out.
Yeah.
I thought he had it then.
Yeah.
That got me. I was like, there's no one around, and he's going to climb. I thought that was it. So I was like, I can see Undisputed Era winning the tag titles again, but then again, I wasn't shocked when they didn't. So going into the main event, I mean, I really had no idea who was going to win the main event anyway. So, but I was happy for when the result happened. And look, the taping are Wednesday. We'll see what happens on the tapings. But I mean, I personally don't think that the tension storylines.
No, I don't think it's continuing. I think that was what they were trying to tell, and I think they accomplished that. I think they're going to move on.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I could see him continuing, maybe. But
I don't know. I think for 4 of them at the end was a strong statement.
Well, what's interesting is Dave Meltzer is reporting that Adam Cole is being called up to the main roster soon, and he hasn't
He just won the title.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like, apparently he's been called up soon, along with Shayna Baszler. And
Shayna Baszler just retained her title.
You know, but
yeah,
and like, it's interesting that he mentioned Adam Cole, but he hasn't mentioned any other member of the
Yeah. He has to go up the Undisputed Era.
I hope he does.
I really hope so.
Apparently he will be in Saudi Arabia, Adam Cole, to fill that run.
Yeah.
Apparently a lot of NXT is being called up for that.
I would imagine so.
But anyway, so that was Strong and Riddle, really good match. I mean, Matt Riddle's a superstar in the making.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll really have to try to balls him up. The odds are good. You know?
Well, in fairness, the biggest wrestling star in the company or in the world at the moment, they literally balls them up fucking at the start of the year. Yeah. Like, you know, so they can do it. You know,
well, they can do it. They can definitely do it. I'm just saying, like, they'll just have to put a bit more effort in. Speaking of Matt Riddle, actually, just see, he was blocked. He was blocked by Goldberg.
Yeah, I saw that.
You see his tweet.
He was like,
I can't wait to see your match on Friday and see how good you are at wrestling.
Yeah. Is that why you blocked him?
No, he was blocked already.
Oh, really?
I think Matt Riddle went on record before criticizing Goldberg, being like, I don't get why his matches. He said, I don't like the fact that his matches literally last seconds.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't get the big deal of him. Like, I mean, like, he just squashes people.
Yeah.
You know, and I think Goldberg took offense to that. And apparently, Matt Riddle, another way, who's going to be in Saudi Arabia. So, please God, let there be a fight.
That'd be interesting.
Please.
Matt Riddle kicked the fuck out of 50-year-old Goldberg.
Matt Riddle, bar maybe Brock Lesnar, is probably the biggest badass on the roster.
Yeah.
So, probably bigger than Brock Lesnar, really.
But like Brock just has the size.
Brock Lesnar is a gorilla. So, anyway, moving on. The next match was that failed 4-way ladder match for the NXT Tag Team titles. Street Profits versus the Forgotten Sons versus Undisputed Era versus Lee Larkin and Danny Burch. Again, good match.
It's very hard to live up to some ladder matches that NXT TakeOver has had.
One is for North America.
They got 5 stars, like that is the
ladder match.
Yeah, and I think it was hard. It was a good good ladder match.
I wasn't too impressed with it. I thought it was good. I mean, it was enjoyable.
I think I think the problem at the moment is just the tag division is kind of wearing thin a bit. And I think it was evident in this match that like I wouldn't say they've neglected, but like these teams haven't got the notoriety of like a War Raiders and all that. Undisputed, but that's excluding because Undisputed Era have been on takeovers. But like the majority of these teams, this was their first takeover. Well, bar of Larkin and Birch, but Forgotten Sons, Forgotten Sons and. So, and it was almost like they were just all of a sudden being launched into this thing. Now, obviously, Wesley Blake wasn't his first takeover. Yeah. But like, I don't know. I think it was just too much too soon for those teams. I think it wasn't even that because they did well. I just thought the crowd wasn't that into it because they weren't that invested in these teams and
the Street Profits won. The new NXT Tag Team Champions are Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. And I think they're super over the crowd. They're really over with the crowd. But what my issue is with them, right? Like, you know how, for the most part, with most tag teams, you have your Shawn and your Marty. You know, there's that one guy who you know is going to...
Yeah.
Like, for the most part, not always, but mostly. Like, for me, personally, right? Montez Ford is, like, I think he's the better one, but I think he's so far ahead of Andy Dawkins. It feels like it feels like a one-man tag team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which one of them is married to Bianca Belair? Is it Montez Ford? Yeah.
Like, for me, he seems like a star to me. Like, he oozes charisma. He's a freak athlete. Like, he's an absolute freak. And
like it looks like from years down the line, it'll no longer be like, oh, one Sean, one is Marty. It'll be one is Montez and one is Angelo. Like, you know.
Like, generation.
Yeah.
Like, I think Montez Ford could be booked to be a superstar. You know, could be booked to be like a future world champion, genuinely.
Yeah.
And like Angelo Dawkins, like, he's good. They're really good hot tag. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Really good hot tag, but
Joe, he kind of reminds me of Kilo Brown.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of, just for some reason, he just looks like him and kind of wrestles similar to him. Like,
he's got a mean spear.
Yeah.
Even that. But like, Montez Ford is a freak.
Yeah.
He's a freak. And something that was pointed out to me, and like, when you look at it now, you're kind of like, yeah. He does something different on his entrance every single time. Something subtle, like depending on where he is or depending on the story. Like,
oh yeah,
he'll do something.
I've never noticed that before.
That's
but
the thing, I mean, something you wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
But when you
look out for now. Yeah.
Pointed out to you, you're like, yeah. And like, Angelo Dawkins just doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he walks.
He seems like he's beat behind or something. Like, he seems like he's...
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Look, it's some of the situations where you have one guy who is way better than the other guy.
Yeah, but like, thing is, and I know it's the common...
That's my opinion.
No, but like, I know it's the common use of one's Shawn, one's Marty. But the thing is, Marty Jannetty was a really, really good wrestler as well.
He was, but he was partnered with Shawn.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, it's hard to... Like, it's sometimes unfair. I know that's the main comparison, but it's sometimes unfair to be like, oh, he's the worst guy. He's Marty. Like, Marty was a very good wrestler as well, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like...
It was just one went on to be the best wrestler ever.
Like, I mean, and there's unfair examples. Like, people... Like, one that people always said was like, oh, there's Jeff and there's Matt. Jeff is always going to be better than Matt. But, like, Matt has proven that he can...
Matt's gone on to have a fantastic career.
Matt has proven to be, if anything, way more versatile than Jeff.
Yeah.
So there, I mean, like, I'm not saying for every tag team, but, like, I think it is a common thing. And, like, just for me in this instance, it's hard to enjoy the Street Profits as a tag team
When Angelo Dawkins is so good, yeah.
Is so far low Montez Ford, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people would share my opinion.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're new tag team champions. Most people were happy with the results. They're like, they're a good team to carry the belts for the summer.
Yeah.
So,
I think the Forgotten Sons are in trouble.
Yeah.
I get that impression. I don't think there's the gimmick is legs. I think it's like Wesley Blake's second go now at a thing. I think maybe not.
I'm not worried about the gimmick. I'm worried about Jackson Riker, because he's playing the role of like the big bad, you know,
booty daddy.
He's playing the role of
he's just a knockoff Scott Steiner.
No, like, he's playing the role of like the muscle, the big guy who's flanked by by two jackals, you know, and like I think that's all good to do in NXT, but you know, put him on the main roster and stand next to Braun Strowman or something, and then you're like, well, you know, like it'll work if he's on 205 Live, but it's not. It's not going to work on the main roster where like he's going to be surrounded by liberal giants. For the most part. So, but yeah, I mean, I can't like going up to the main. I could be wrong, obviously, like, you know. But I think going up to the main roster, they're not going to do. I
don't even know if they'll make it to the main roster. I think I could see one of them being released at some point. And
like Jackson Riker has proved that he can have success.
I don't think it'll be Jackson Riker. I think it'll be one of the other two. Well, Wesley Blake. What's the other guy's name? Steve Cutler.
That's exactly my point. I mean, who the fuck Steve Cutler? Like, boring ass name too.
But like, they're is he related to Brandon Cutler? I wonder. But
that was his real
But
name.
I think they're just living up to their name now as being forgotten. You know.
I think they're a good team, and they actually do mesh really well together. They do work really well together.
See, the thing is, they're a good team. But there has,
They're poor man's Undisputed Era.
but like the thing is, right? They're a good team, but there has been great teams go up to the main roster and fail. Now there's been,
They're like, look at
yeah, like there has been literally the best tag teams in the world have gone up and failed, like So now there's been examples of people who just like someone like Elias who wasn't that big in NXT and went up. Right? Alexa Bliss was another. Like there's tons of examples of that.
When Enzo and Cass and Carmella went up, who thought Carmella would be the breakout star?
Yeah, like
Steve Cutler would be the breakout star on Sons. But anyway, that's about them. Moving on, the next match was the NXT North American Championship match, a match that a lot of people were looking forward to. A lot of people thought this could be match of the night, have to steal the show. The champion, obviously, Dream defending his title against Tyler Breeze. The battle of charismatic men who fancy themselves, I suppose. Good match.
I loved it. I thought it was it just showcased how good Tyler Breeze actually is.
That's the thing, right? I like this match because I've forgotten how good Tyler Breeze
is. Yeah.
So I liked it to see how he is, right? But okay. So I like Velveteen Dream, right? I think he's good, but I think very few people match him for charisma and personality and character work. I think he's one of the best at that, and I think he's still improving. But for me personally, right? For him to have an actual good match, like from an in-ring perspective, I think he needs the right opponent. He needs a guy like Ricochet or Aleister Black.
Yeah, but see, people seem to forget this is a developmental territory. I know, so we can look at that with a fucking through the looking glass or whatever. But the thing is, he's still learning. He's so young,
he's 24 or something,
and 23, and he was in Tough Enough 4 years ago, and he was only literally taking his first bump then. So
I know.
I wouldn't be worried about that because that's gonna come.
But I'm just saying, put in the ring with the likes of Aleister Black and Ricochet, we've seen what he can do.
Yeah,
those matches were crazy,
fantastic.
And even that ladder match that he was also a part of, he arguably stole the show.
When you're 3 years of wrestling, let's say 4 years of wrestling, and you already have a 5-star match under your belt, and you have another 1 or 2 very high rated match. Yeah, that match is Ricochet.
His match against Aleister Black.
Or the match against Ciampa is a forgotten one, but it was so good.
But his match against Black is my favorite NXT matches ever.
Yeah.
And in that feud, I loved that. But it's just okay. So I think maybe this match hyped up a bit too much for me, in the sense that people were saying, "Oh, this could steal the show. This could be match of the night." But I was just thinking, did you not see what the main event of the last takeover was?
Yeah. I think it's a lot of pressure to put on people when you're this could be match of the night.
Especially that, not only was it Breeze's first match back in NXT, it was his first match back in months.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, people forget about that too.
I'm interested to see is what happens with Tyler Breeze next in NXT, because it is confirmed that
he's staying
there.
Yeah.
Back in NXT now, so I want to see what happens with him next. In regard, still, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the match. It wasn't a bad match by any means, really good match. Just not as good as people probably built it up.
I hope to God Vince never gets his hand on the Velveteen Dream.
See, I don't know.
I really hope he doesn't.
He'll probably change him to Purple Patrick.
Purple Patrick Clark.
Literally,
No, it's
great.
No, he's there's no way that character. Judging by from what I've heard now from the Moxley promo or the Moxley podcast, and that told a lot about Vince works and stuff. There is absolutely positively no way that character works on the main roster.
No, I just enjoys he's got time in his life because he's
young. I hope what Triple H does is allow him go up a year left on his contract. So if it goes tits up, he just fuck off,
I don't want to dwell too much on it, but I don't know, okay, right? So WWE is obviously in a very, very weird time right now, from a PR standpoint, from a company standpoint. It's not great, right? At the moment, the product itself isn't great. And you know what, right? Everyone was complaining about the wild card rule. What was that? Everyone was complaining about the wild card rule.
Yeah.
Right?
Which sucks, by the way.
So, right? Have you noticed that the wild cards every week are the same people?
Yeah.
Every single week,
Like-
Roman Reigns is a royal card.
Yeah, like it.
Every single week, Charlotte Flair is a wild card. Every single week, the Usos are a wild card.
They're just relying on the same stars when they have people.
Lars Sullivan, wild
Yeah.
card every single week.
But they're relying on the same stars when they have people like Luke Harper sitting at home.
Listen to this, right? Aleister Black has not appeared
Yeah.
on TV since the brand split.
Buddy Murphy has not appeared on TV since the brand split.
Not on TV, no. And Aleister Black, it's so weird. Like Aleister Black's, like he's been doing vignettes and video packages, and it's kind of like, it's almost like a work shoot because he's like, I'm sitting here impatient,
Yeah.
waiting for a match, and like, I don't know where they're going with it.
They don't know where they're going. Like, guarantee you, they don't know. Yeah, it's a weekly thing. They don't know, and they have nothing with a week to like within the week. So that fuck it, just have them do another promo. That's the thing, and that's the problem with the WWE right now. They have no end game for anyone, not named Roman Reigns or Charlotte Flair.
Why have a wild card rule if you want to like? I mean, why have a wild card rule anyway? But like, why are you taking up TV time for like someone like Aleister Black who could be appearing in the time slot at Roman Reigns?
Yeah. On Raw.
He's on SmackDown. So again,
Yeah.
you know who's on what brand now. It's so confusing. And look, isn't this right? And this pissed me off so much, right? And people weren't complaining about it as much on Twitter as I expected, but it really annoyed me. This past week on SmackDown, we had a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for SmackDown Women's Championship: Charlotte Flair versus Carmella versus Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss won. Alexa Bliss won. Yeah.
Who won? So she's going on to Stomping Grounds to face Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. So now it's apparent that Raw superstars can in fact challenge for SmackDown.
It's so
and
stupid.
Vice versa. So what the fuck is even the point of having a brand split? Look, call a fucking spade a spade. End the brand split and just be done with it.
Yeah.
If you're really going to do this, alright? I would actually be happier if you just stopped fucking around and just end the brand split if you really don't want to do it anymore. If Fox are so desperate to have the bigger stars on their network, and USA are so desperate to have the bigger stars on their network, keep everyone happy and just end the fucking brand split and stop confusing everyone.
But like, there you go. Like, the first time. But like, I don't want them to end the brand split because the last time they did that,
I don't either.
SmackDown just became like throwaway show. Like doesn't but it wasn't even that. They used to develop any storylines on SmackDown. SmackDown was just a big glorified main event show.
All I'm saying now is, right, you end the brand split now, you have 400 superstars
Yeah, like
who aren't going to have storylines now because the likes of Roman Reigns, the likes of Braun Strowman, Charlotte Flair, the guys who clearly are being favoured, like, are going to be getting, like, Baron Corbin are going to be getting...
But see, like,
storylines.
the thing is, right?
And I mean, no offense to those guys, like, not they don't deserve storylines either. It's just like
But they
can't have all the time.
can't have two storylines at once,
They
you know?
can't have literally 5 hours of TV.
Yeah, but like the thing is, right? You have like you said, you're Aleister Black sitting on the sidelines. Bray Wyatt is still not appeared on TV. Bar the vignettes,
But they,
like
God damn it, those vignettes are...
you're wasting one of the most entertaining characters they've had in the last 5 years in Elias on chasing around or through around fucking buildings all the time. Like, it's so stupid. Like,
In fairness, he's not chasing him. He just ends up running to him.
yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he's involved in that where he could be used so much better. You're fucking...
No, I know. It's really, really, like... Vince needs to be sat down and actually, like
tied up.
gagged and thrown in a river. But, like, just abandoned in some field in, like, Ohio. But, like, genuinely, like, I mean, an intervention is needed here because, like I bet Triple H will shave his head at all his hair fell out.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, anyway, look, you could harp on all day about this. Anyway, back to NXT, where all things are good.
But I just want to finish this, right? At the moment, it's almost like WWE are spending all TV time trying to outfires that they've created in fucking loophole stupid storylines. Like, we've created this wild card now, so we're gonna have to employ it. And now here comes Roman Reigns for the fucking 19th time this week, and we have to explain for him to be here rather than just keeping him on one fucking end. I get that Fox and USA both want them, but that's what you get for investing in one superstar in the last fucking 5 or 6 years. He said that they got multiple faces, but like
he said building the company behind one man is outdated or one person is outdated.
yeah, it definitely
Coming from the guy who was that guy, like.
But listen, right? It was outdated.
I think I should run the WWE.
It was outdated post Hogan.
Yeah, I know.
And then they didn't do it, and it was the most successful period of the company's history. And then they went back to it, and there was a lull.
You
And
know, it's stupid. It's like if you watch, like, I mean, obviously it's like a promo, but like when you hear them say, "Oh, Steve Austin was the face of the Attitude Era," and Steve Austin was like, the one that was true to me was when Batista and John Cena were feuding back in 2010, and Batista, one of the lines, I just remember this so clearly for some reason. Batista said a line to John Cena. He was like, "The torch was passed from Steve Austin to you, but it should have been me."
yeah,
And I'm like, all right, fair enough. So they're implicating Steve Austin was the face of the up until John Cena became the next big guy. Like, you had an era where you have Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, Mankind, The Undertaker, Kane. Who else is there? I mean,
Shawn Michaels.
Bret for a period. I mean,
Like, you can't even hold the microphone with the amount of people count. Like, you had, and then
with the inclusion of WCW.
but like at the time, then you had like the Hardys, Dudleys,
yeah,
Edge and Christian. You had like fucking so many. Like Kurt Angle was in there then, and like
when you actually forget about people as good as Kurt Angle,
yeah,
because your roster is so deep,
like
your main event scene is so deep anyway. You're like,
but like at the moment they have the better roster, but they just don't. They don't use it.
And that's what happens when you sign every single person in the world.
Yeah.
And like they're literally doing it out of pettiness of them not going to other organizations.
Like it's sad in a way that like
it's fucking frustrating.
It's frustrating, but like they feel they need Roman Reigns on both shows. We have someone like Aleister Black sitting at home. You have someone like Buddy Murphy not sitting at home, but sitting in catering. You have Tyler Breeze, who's gone back to NXT now.
Tyler Breeze got off easy.
But like they'll all want to go do that now. If they don't want to go to AEW, they want to go back to NXT, like, you know. Imagine if Vince if Triple H just trademarked NXT and split.
I absolutely would put 100%.
Started a working relationship with AEW.
Road Dogg left with him, and fucking what's his name? Matt Bloom left with him.
Regal, they all went.
They all left, and they literally like, oh, man.
I just like amalgamated with AEW. Oh. Tuesday night NXT Thunder.
AXW. Any NW.
New.
New wrestling. Better wrestling. Like it's incredibly frustrating being a wrestling fan, a WWE fan.
Yeah.
Because I mean I am a WWE fan and I'm not gonna turn around and say I'm not, because I am. Shut up, everyone is. You can't not be.
No, and yeah.
Anyone who says they got into wrestling not through WWE is a fucking liar.
But I only got through wrestling watching CZW. I only like watching Joey Janela fucking fling himself off a building.
The only guys I forgive is like people from countries where wrestling is like a huge thing, like in Japan and Mexico.
Or else people who like in the 90s who grew up with like WCW. But like if you're like our age and you claim, oh, I didn't get into, I don't like WWE or whatever, like
I got into World of Sport. Shut up, you fuck nerd. You watched Raw War. I like to watch, Henry Bachman.
Luthez.
I watched Luthez matches from the 30s.
Gorgeous George,
Shut up. Fucking grand.
Who's your favourite wrestler? Bruno Sammartino.
Wow.
He's apparently Vince's favourite footballer, so it well be.
Yeah.
Wahoo McDaniel.
It's incredibly hard.
Was him that was inducted into the Hall of Fame this year in the Legacy, you see, his family were definitely there, and Vince just came over a load of football memorabilia and was like, "Can you sign this?"
Take a picture.
XFL.
So anyway, that's NXT. The next match after the NXT North America. Oh,
we went on a tangent.
Post North American title match, they share a respectable selfie.
Yeah.
Which is gone up on Twitter now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So that's pretty cool. Next up was the NXT Women's Championship match. NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler defending her title against Io Shirai. And yeah, interesting developments here.
It was weird.
Baszler won. She won relatively clean.
Yeah.
Io tapped out, which was unexpected in my opinion. And it was interesting because I'll just run down the 5 moments of the match. So the the horsewomen, Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir, came out to cause interference, and before they could, Candice LeRae, Io Shirai's new friend in NXT, came down.
Because all her Japanese friends have gone, apparently.
So Candice LeRae runs down with a kendo stick and beats the shit out of the two of them. That was fine. But then there's some back and forth action, and Shirai gets caught in the Kirifuda clutch and taps out, and Baszler retains her title yet again. And then after the match, Shirai beats the holy hell out of Baszler with kendo stick first, and then hits moonsault with a steel chair and absolutely obliterated Baszler. And so much so that the crowd were chanting, "You deserve it."
Yeah, which is, you know, compliment, yeah.
Testament to where he was.
The only thing, right, and what I'll say is I'm starting to get a little bored of this format of, oh, here comes the horsewoman. Oh no, they've been... Yeah, like, it's not even heat, it's just boredom now. Like,
I still really like Baszler. See,
I do,
I really like Baszler, but I don't like the other two.
I don't like the crutch that, like, oh, here comes our women. Oh no, they've been stopped. The face is going to win now. Oh no. Yeah. They distracted her just enough so Shea Baszler could get her into the thing. One, tap out. Here you go.
Like, the finish is the same every time. It's always like, as in, like, they get in the clutch.
That's what I'm saying. It's the exact same.
Like, they stay, like, they're in the clutch for ages and they're struggling for ages,
and then they go out.
And then either they go out or they.
If anyone watches mixed martial arts, that's not how it goes, you know.
They always do the Kai Sane spot where she runs over to do the. That's how she won originally, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, who is going to beat Baszler? And it's getting to the point where I'm like, I don't think she's going to be beaten. I think
they're booking themselves into a corner here.
I think she's going to relinquish the title and just leave. I think it could be good because it could be like, look, I beat your women's division. I don't want to be here anymore. But can't do that every time then because they did it. They did it with Asuka. And
you know, like before, if she did something, if she like attacked someone or something, and they fired her, and then she was like, okay, and then she leaves, and then she goes up to main roster and is like, hey, fired me, but we never lost that title and all that. Rather than she relinquishes the title, moves up because we've seen it 100 times.
That'd be better, yeah. Especially since it's got so soon with the...
Have a story to it, like...
What do they call it now? The Viking Warriors? Is that their name?
Is it?
I'm not sure.
I thought it was the Viking Raiders.
Is it the Viking Raiders? I'm not sure.
I don't know what they're...
It's been changed too many times. This is what happens.
It was the War Raiders.
It was War Machine, War Raiders, the Viking Experience. I think it's the Viking Raiders now.
Yeah.
I think it is.
They were definitely Viking Raiders or something, unless that changed.
Okay, they're the Viking Raiders. Like, they just did that, and you know what? There was no need for them to do it. They could have dropped the titles. Like, it's not like they.
Yeah, but they were angling that, like that. The Street Profits came out and was like, we want that shot and all that.
But you know what the thing is, right? I mean, I know that they're like this huge dominating tag team, but they weren't tag champions for that long.
Yeah.
Like they pretty much had just won the belts.
But what was stopping them from wrestling on last Saturday night? Like,
I know.
Like where they really needed an house show in Poughkeepsie or whatever the fuck WWE were like. I don't even think they were running house shows because like Sheamus, Cesaro, and Finn Balor were at the Champions League final. Yeah. So like,
Balor was locked.
Yeah, apparently going out with a Spanish Fox News person.
Is he?
Yeah, did you see that video?
He was interviewed.
Yeah, that's actually his girlfriend. I interviewed him. That's why it's so weird. In the end.
Right, yeah. Like, what?
No, like that's actually his girlfriend.
Someone's having a good time. But anyway, the match itself was fine. It's good. I mean, like two of them are really good wrestlers, so it's obviously going to be good. It looks like they're angling towards a rematch. The two with a gimmick probably involved next, maybe like an Extreme Rules match or something. Who knows? I mean, it's.
Shayna Baszler is probably going to win that anyway. So, like,
you really can't predict when she's going to lose it. I hope it's Candice. I want Candice to do it.
They just seem to like prefer Candice in this, you know, friends role or like acquaintance role.
The helper.
I get that she was like that when she was with Joey Ryan as well.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like she still wrestled and she was still probably the best women's wrestler in the world up there.
Potentially, if they let her wrestle more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fine, and that was the end of that match. And yeah, not much more to say. I thought it was a bit bizarre that he literally just beat the shit out of her. Like, I mean.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It was almost like a heel turn. Like,
I thought it was. I was like, "Is this a heel turn?"
Yeah.
And then like.
I think Candice walked away with her, and I was like, "Oh, this is strange." The crowd found it strange as well. I thought.
Well, the crowd chanting, "You deserve it."
I know, like there was a bit of a pause in between happening.
And then, like, what? Like it was a bit brutal. For like, you know, just a face getting their
come up. It's like.
Yeah. It was a bit brutal.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we got a vignette for Damian Priest formerly known as Punishment Martinez.
Yeah.
So who knows what he'll be like.
With a Damien Demento gimmick.
I mean, he's like, I saw people worried that he's going to be like the new Baron Corbin in NXT, but he's actually like a way better wrestler than that.
Yeah. So they're taking time with him, considering he's a guy that's like, what, like 35, like?
35, I think,
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So yeah. Also, I want to talk as well is we didn't get any obviously big NXT debut reveal thing in the crowd, but we did get one very funny crowd spot. We got two. One was particularly noteworthy, and it was Stephanie McMahon was in the crowd, and just at the corner of the screen was Dr. Britt Baker.
Yeah.
And who was obviously supporting her real life boyfriend Adam Cole. For those who didn't know that, and
People said that gave away the finish because usually she doesn't go to the NXT takeovers.
I didn't realize she was there.
Yeah.
At the show anyway. So, but anyway, moving on to the main event, which was undisputedly.
Are you having a stroke? I really don't.
Which was the undisputed match of the night.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was
so good. I think I prefer this one to the.
What did Meltzer give it already?
I don't think his ratings are yet.
Oh, it has to. If you gave the last one like 5.6 stars or whatever you gave
Did
it.
he give it more than 5?
Yeah, that was the first match that was more than 5 stars in WWE history. Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, it was. I think I prefer this one to the last one. I'm not sure though.
Yeah.
Like what I loved about this one was it was from the get go. Like it was like
Yeah.
you know.
I preferred the last one just because Johnny Gargano won in the end. I think it was more emotional.
Yeah, they're up. His ratings up. Oh no, sorry.
No.
Right. Probably Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday.
Oh, it'll be today.
Yeah. Probably doing it right now.
Thursday.
Oh, today is Thursday. Yeah.
I know.
But yeah, but yeah, it was a fantastic match with a fantastic ending.
Yeah, in the end, Adam Cole is your new NXT champion after Johnny Gargano just won it.
Yeah.
And
But I said this in the last episode in the preview. Like, that's the typical perfect way of using Johnny Gargano. Like, he's the guy who just got there, but I was like, he reminds me so much of Tommy Dreamer in ECW, and Tommy Dreamer won it, lasted in the same night. It's the only time he ever won it. Well, yeah, like, hey, Tommy Dreamer was a good wrestler and still decent.
But yeah, it's like I love Adam Cole's champion. I love Adam Cole so much.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. I love Johnny Gargano too, but I fucking love Adam Cole so much. And I'm so happy the champion. He is a guy you can build a company around.
Yeah.
Like we've seen that with Ring of Honor. We've seen that we'll now see this with NXT. And I'm so excited to see what he does with the belt. I'm so excited to see where he goes with it with the Undisputed Era. Whether the tension storyline will continue. Whether he's going to have a trilogy with Gargano.
I would imagine they'll have a trilogy and then
Iron Man match.
Yeah. Hook it to my veins. Yeah.
Not this half an hour pussy shit. Give me 1 hour.
Yeah.
An episode of NXT TV.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Because their last 2 matches have gone over half an hour, so.
Yeah. It'd make no
This
sense.
one was 32 minutes, and before was like 37 or something. So.
We'll
So good match, such a good match. Adam Cole is your new NXT champ, and beat him clean. Absolutely no interference or anything like that.
But see, relatively clean. Like,
Well, he did the thing.
but like Gargano was. Yeah, but Gargano was, like expecting it and never got it, and I think that was a perfect way of telling that story as well. Yeah.
It was proper. Like it just showcases Cole as the tactician, as the thinker.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah. I'm looking for Dan Cole's reign. I can't see him holding it I can't see him holding it like Finn Balor or Master Champ for ages. I think he hold it to the end of the year.
I think Matt Riddle beats him.
I think it's gonna be Riddle. I think Riddle will be champion by year's end.
Yeah.
Maybe the last takeover of the year, which will be
War Games.
if they're doing War Games again, yeah. Maybe.
It's announced. I think they announced. Yeah, as far as I know, I think they announced War Games 3.
Oh, did they? Oh.
Yeah. I would imagine they're doing it anyway.
I don't know where Survivor Series is this year, so couldn't tell you. I know SummerSlam is Toronto, so we're getting Takeover Toronto too. And I don't know what's Survivor Series. I think funnily enough it might be LA. I'm not sure. Oh no, I couldn't tell you. Anyway, Yeah, so that was NXT TakeOver 25. In my opinion, not the best takeover ever. I mean, it was good. I mean, as far as like takeovers never bad.
Yeah.
Really good show. I mean, the event was class. I loved the main event so much. It's one of my match of the year candidates, definitely. And I mean, the rest of the show was solid. Bill versus Strong, really good opener. You know, it's a really solid wrestling match. Dream versus Bay's Battle of Charisma. Storyline of who's going to stop Baylor? Will she actually be stopped? I mean, no one knows. And the ladder match was always ladder matches are always fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was NXT TakeOver 25. We won't have another takeover unfortunately till August. Takeover Toronto too, and
yeah.
We'll
So
tough till
we said that we'd quickly break down NXT TakeOver, and we took 50 minutes. So
I mean, we went on tangents sometimes.
so we'll. Do you want to?
Prediction time, friend.
Okay. Do you want to go through Super Showdown?
Yeah, we'll do that first because that's tomorrow. Yeah. So we have two predictions to do today. First thing we're doing is WWE Super Showdown, taking place live in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Just Jeddah. No, it's
No,
not in
yeah.
Saudi Arabia. It's
Because it's
taking
Saudi Arabia.
place live in Jeddah.
Jeddah, yeah. What's as good or better? WrestleMania, yeah. I ask. I said no one.
AEW double or nothing.
Yeah. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So we're going to jump right into it, my friend. First up, on pre-show, it is a tag team match.
Fuck me, is there a pre-show for this as well? Oh, for fuck's sake.
There's a big show.
Ah.
First up, it is tag team match. It is the Revival, Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder, taking on the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. So, what do you have in mind? And I ask you to take these seriously.
Who cares?
Well, you know what?
Like, genuinely, right?
It's
It's
a house show. It's a house show. Treat it like a house
Usos,
Yeah.
face,
I'm going to Usos too,
yeah.
because they're faces.
And it's the Revival.
I hope, right? If the only match you know is for the pre-show, I hope they just give them like half an hour just to do like a really good tag match.
Are the Revival still the Raw Tag Team Champions?
No, for some reason it's Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins.
Oh, it is too, yeah.
Who haven't,
Oh, yeah,
haven't
yeah.
appeared on TV.
Fuck me, it was
They haven't appeared on
WrestleMania.
TV in like
I know,
WrestleMania, I'm sure. Bizarrely. So yeah, we'll go on Usos. I think that's a pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
Next one should be match of the night, I think.
Oh my god, what's this?
It's a 3-on-1 handicap.
Oh.
It is the Lucha House Party, Kalisto, Grand Malik, and Lindsay Dorado taking on Lars Sullivan. In a 3-on-1.
After all the controversy of Lars Sullivan, they haven't beat up all the Hispanics. Because, you know, WWE
Like this, could you?
haven't beat up a lot of Hispanics in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Hulk Hogan's about to raise his hand.
Oh my god.
I think he'll be there.
Of course he will. He's realised that Pappy got a crown jewel. Of course he will.
So anyway, Lars Sullivan versus the Lucha House Party. Who do you have in mind? Take this seriously now. This is serious.
Lars Sullivan.
Yeah.
And he's going to pin all three at the same
I
time.
think that too,
Yeah.
Yes, Lars.
Of course he's winning.
It's his first match.
Officially, is
his
it?
first match.
Really? I thought he wrestled.
He hasn't wrestled on TV yet. On
No.
TV yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that should be. Next up is what will probably be another match of the year candidate is Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon.
Do you know what? This could actually be a really good match.
He is the best in the world.
Name a bad Shane McMahon match.
I can't name a boring one.
Yeah.
I can't
There
name
you
a
go.
boring one.
So at least
You could argue some bad.
out of all the matches on this card, this will probably be one I'm looking forward to more than anything else because it'll
let's
be
just say there's
entertaining.
other matches that won't be as good.
Yeah.
Probably, so
Roman,
you go Roman.
because baby faces in Saudi Arabia.
See, so this is the weird thing, right? Joe, if this was like a normal pay-per-view, I would be going Shane. Because
Yeah, but it's not an normal pay-per-view, it's a glorified house show.
I think this feud continues.
Yeah, I think they're going to wrestle at whatever that fucking next pay-per-view is.
Stomping ground.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
so
Roman.
stupid.
I think Roman versus Drew for that.
No, really?
I think.
Okay.
So, but I think this is going to SummerSlam. I don't know how they get there, but ordinarily they'd be going Shane. But since it's, I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna go Shane.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon is the king of Saudi Arabia. I mean,
Well, he is 1-0 there.
Yeah, so Shane McMahon. Why the fuck not?
Fair enough.
Has he lost? I don't think he's lost on a pay-per-view this year yet. So I don't think he has. Or has he?
No.
He lost. Yeah, he lost the tag titles at like.
Oh, he did, yeah.
So, one blemish in a tag match where I'm pretty sure he didn't.
He didn't take the fall, no.
So
He hasn't pinned.
He is the best. He's been pinned since like WrestleMania like last year.
Survivor Series? No, he would have been pinned at Survivor Series, yeah.
He was pinned, yeah.
Hmm.
The odds were stacked.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on. The next match is barn burner this.
Oh, Jesus.
This. It is Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley in a battle of the cruiserweights. Who would you have and why?
Braun.
Braun.
Yeah.
He is also the king of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I have Braun. But like this is just gonna be
nothing. It means nothing.
Do you know what? It could be okay. It's spectacle.
Did you see Raw this week actually? See what happened between them?
When Bobby Lashley slammed him? Yeah.
Whoa,
yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
That was cool. Coolest thing Bobby Lashley has done in a while.
Since he's come back to WWE
He did that obstacle course time he's in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
also going Braun because like
babyface territory.
I mean, who the hell cares?
They cannot have a former US militant to win in Saudi Arabia.
True, actually. Yeah. Soldier, gun enthusiast. Wins. So yeah, let's see. Right. Strowman. Next up, this one actually will be good, I think, is the Intercontinental Championship match between Finn Balor versus Andrade.
What I don't like about this match is that he's a demon. It makes no sense.
I was going to say Finn Balor will be the demon Finn Balor.
Of course, like Balor, of course, going to win this match because he's the demon. I would be advocating for Andrade to win this match if he wasn't a demon. Yeah.
But if it was a normal pay-per-view where it doesn't warrant the demon for some reason,
yeah,
then I'd be going on about it.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
I actually think
it would be typical WWE just to beat the demon.
So that's the thing. I was thinking about this today, right? You know how they portray the demon as this like different entity that's like super powerful.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have a storyline way to happen there. In like, you have whoever beats the demon be like this it elevates them to like heights that never knew existed, right? It's not. It's going to happen by a roll up or something. Like it's going to be like.
Yeah, and like the person is never going to be seen on WWE TV.
It happen like the Royal Rumble or something.
Yeah.
Something stupid, like something that doesn't make sense, and it can be eliminated by someone who doesn't need it. And
yeah, like Braun or something.
Like that, or
Roman.
Corbin, something like. So yeah, Finn versus Andrade, the IC title. I actually think this would be a good match.
I do too. Well, there's no reason to be.
My only fear is Finn as the demon has a tendency to squash people, and I don't want him to squash Andrade.
Yeah.
I hope this match gets.
The only person, well, he didn't squash Seth and he didn't squash AJ, and other than that, I think everyone he's wrestled as demon and on the main roster squashed.
He squashed Baron Corbin and Bobby Lashley, the two huge guys.
Yeah.
As the demon.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Anyway, I'm here.
What can you do?
This card is bizarre. So yeah, Finn.
It's almost like this card, like they just drew names out of a hat. So yeah, next match, it's like the FA Cup. It's like fucking Top Star versus Newport County, like.
Yeah. It's like what is Dolph Ziggler doing here?
Yeah. That's it. Call him back.
Next up. Is the
it's like Dean Ambrose on card somewhere.
Who's John Mox? Next up is the WWE Universal Championship match. It is Universal Champion Seth Rollins defending his title against Big Body Baron Corbin.
Is the match actually happening? Because there was reports that Seth wasn't going. Yeah. No, but he wasn't. That he didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. But
now, and the card is tomorrow. It's happening.
Yeah, there was also a report that Roman didn't want to go to Saudi Arabia, but he's there now. So,
well, Roman has openly advocated that they're trying to change, like.
Yeah. But like,
he is being the proper company.
But he's probably being told that while he has a gun to the back of his head, like, you know.
So yeah, I mean, what I can see happening here is maybe. What the proper thing to happen is, like, you know how they did the whole Brock beat him down on Raw? Like, what if it's written out last minute they can't get cleared and we get Brock versus Baron for the vacant title?
Oh, for the fucking title. Oh,
And he has to relinquish the title. Do you think Brock is cashing in?
because of Saudi Arabia,
He
yes.
said he is.
And
He said he is on Monday on Raw. What he said Friday. Imagine he just cashing on like the plane or the airport.
Brock Lesnar is going to walk out of Saudi Arabia with the Universal title.
Walk out with one of them. Maybe the WWE title.
No, he's going to walk out with the Universal title.
Get him on Fox, bro. We'll have any wild card rules.
He's going to walk out, or it's WWE, he'd walk out with both.
Why not?
He could, like, genuinely
You could do
take
that.
his briefcase back and come,
You could do what I just said. Have him entered into the
and then have cash
have him
in.
cash in.
Genuinely, nothing surprises me anymore.
I'll probably laugh and
like-
shit my pants.
like after Money in Bank, nothing surprises me anymore. with Brock.
You're telling a lie now if you haven't been entertained by Brock Lesnar with his Brock Park.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. Like it is good. It's probably the best he's done. It's probably the best work he's done in years. But like, yeah, like it is good. But like, I don't want Brock Lesnar to be Universal Champion again. I like Brock in this.
Vince does. No one else does.
That's the problem.
So, okay, let's just say Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin. Who wins that match?
Seth.
Alright. Hey, do you think there's going to be... Do you think Brock is cashing on...
I think Brock Lesnar is going to walk out of Jeddah with that Universal title.
I think he's too,
Yeah.
I think he is. Again, I think it'll be...
And it'll ruin the show, because remember Crown Jewel when he beat Braun Strowman, it just ruined it.
Everyone's
Like,
So what I think is going to happen is I think Seth wins. I think he's going to be injured going in. I think he'll roll him up or something. And then I think Baron will beat him down to get his heat back.
and then Brock.
cashes in there.
And the base will go fucking nuts for Brock.
It'll be like when Ziggler cashes.
Yeah,
Speaking of, next match is the WWE Championship match.
this would be a good match, though.
It probably will be. It's this and Andrade Finn for match of the night.
Yeah.
It's Kofi Kingston defending his WWE title against Dolph Ziggler. Apparently, the only reason Ziggler was in this is because Kevin Owens doesn't want to go.
Yeah,
See, actually, Sami Zayn announced
he's doing a fundraiser thing for Syria, yeah.
Exactly. When, at the time, the pay-per-view starts.
Fair enough. Fair play.
But he's just a smart dude. I think he's a guy who literally doesn't give a shit if he gets
Fired on.
because he's
Yeah.
like, I've got buzz.
He mentioned AEW on.
On the electric chair game.
Yeah.
That didn't make appearance this week, I might add.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Kingston versus Ziggler. Will it be Ziggler's time?
No.
Son?
No.
Actually, what do you think? Okay, I wanted to ask you this because you've been vocal on this podcast anyway about you not being the biggest fan of Ziggler's gimmick and his writing of like, you know,
And that doesn't mean I'm not a fan of Ziggler as a wrestler, because I think he's very good, but like.
you just haven't been pushed on the whole like, oh, you know, I'm being dicked around and like, I mean,
Give me my chance, I've worked hard for it, yeah.
Have you been swayed by his promos now? Given the delivery, the kind of small bit of it's a bit different. Like it's almost deranged. It's almost psychotic. It's almost like he's got to the point where he feels like he's been pushed down so much that he's actually starting to lose it.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that.
Same gimmick, just a small bit more volume.
I don't mind that, but he's gonna lose tomorrow, and it's all gonna go away. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's in Saudi Arabia, so it doesn't make it. It's a different universe. It's a pocket universe.
Yeah, but I think WWE won't be consistent with it. I think it'll just end up turning back. They'll end up reverting back to his whiny. You held me down. I'm the best worker here.
Do you think it'll continue past this?
No, I think I don't even think Dolph Ziggler will continue past this.
Yeah,
Not optimistic about his future with the company after tonight. He was only bought in. He's only here because apparently Kevin Owens doesn't want to go. So
man, like Kevin Owens has that power to refuse to go though.
Vince always likes him. When he's fantastic, but like
Former Universal Champion.
Yeah, Vince always lets him get away with a lot more than.
Yeah, it's weird.
Same with Jericho. Like
Yeah.
I think they have.
Canadians.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? That's why Sammy was able to AEW. Canadian.
Yeah, the only Canadian he didn't have was Bret Hart. I think that's what it is. I think he's just making amends with Canada after Montreal Screwjob. Yeah.
So we're both going Kofi. I mean,
Yeah.
Kofi. And the entire Ghana country.
That was That was class. And his homecoming to Ghana and they had a brass band and
The
everything.
entire fucking country was there. I love when he went to his village, or his father's village. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway. Next up is the largest battle royal in WWE history. 50 men. And okay, answer this for me, right? It's a battle royal, so I'm assuming they're all going to be in the ring.
Yeah, then he sort of collapse.
50 men. How is that going to work? You saw what 30 men look like in Armbar.
Yeah.
Like, add 20 to that. That's not good. They're going to be spilling out of the ring. Would you have an eye for this one? This could be anyone. This could be literally
A
anyone.
can of sardine. Like, this is going to be like fucking.
People are promising.
Like Auschwitz. Like, is it?
People are going to get accidentally eliminated.
Well, there's going to be. People could get genuinely hurt here. Like,
I don't know what's going to happen. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen.
uh,
The middle is going to be fucked.
who's announced for it?
I think Jinder.
Is it just like everyone we have?
I think names I've seen are Jinder, Mojo Rawley. I think there's like 4 names. It's not even men. And I don't even know the other 2. I can't even.
Okay.
Even know. I don't know. Definitely no one. Okay. So,
Okay, who do we have? I reckon there'll be a few returning people to this.
I don't know. Joe I have for one return.
Who?
Mick Foley. Mick Foley's returning for this one.
You reckon?
He's already said that he would wrestle the Undertaker at Saudi Arabia in a Hell in a Cell match. So they're like, okay, Mick, we can't actually have you die, so we'll stick you, in this.
Yeah,
I mean,
they could. Oh yeah, I could see it.
do I hope he don't get
What?
the debut of Bray Wyatt?
Yeah,
The WWE
God.
debut.
Well, yeah, I really don't. Oh yeah, I really don't want it
Please,
because
WWE,
there'll be no pop for it or anything.
show some restraint, please. Has he got religious tattoos?
Yeah, I think with the cult thing, I don't think it'll
He's
happen.
got great stones.
Yeah,
Anyway, who do we have? Who do we have?
I do as well. But I'm trying to think. I have a guy that makes sense, but I'm trying to think because nothing makes sense in Saudi Arabia. So like, I'm just thinking, will they just have like bring back like a famous Attitude Era guy to get a pop from it could be Hogan.
It could be
Genuinely could be Hogan.
It could genuinely be fucking Drake Maverick. It could just be anyone. It could literally be anyone. It means nothing.
I have 2.
I also have 2.
Okay. One is Hogan.
Okay.
I genuinely think Hogan. I genuinely think Hogan could win.
I've seen people say Hogan, and like
It doesn't surprise me.
Not putting it past him, but I'm refusing to do it.
I guarantee you, that'll be his role in the show. If he's there, he's in Battle Royal. He's winning it.
It'll be weird though because John it'll just come down. He'll just come down. He'll be like the 51st man.
Instead of the 3rd man in the NWO, he'll be the 51st
he
man.
He'll be in the ring. He'll just come down. Or
Yeah.
he'll just sit outside one of them throne things, one of them big comfy chairs.
Yeah.
He'll just wait. Go on anyway. And who's the other?
Mustafa Ali,
Can I just point out that he's not from Saudi Arabia?
but he's Muslim,
Yeah.
and I think it's
True.
just pandering to that
Maybe.
sense of the odds. And I do think they owe more from Lesnar chucking him off the ladder.
I did.
And
See, I never had the Muslim thing. I always like from Pakistan, and I always was like, or is it Pakistan? It is. I was always like, nah, they're not gonna do.
Joe, who would be my pick if I had to pick one? Arya Davari.
You are picking one.
Yeah, but if I had to pick one that I wanted to win,
He's a reigning.
yeah, remember the heat he got at the last one?
Yeah.
Remember that it almost caused a fucking riot? Imagine he won. That'd be amazing.
No, it wouldn't. It's a tag of war.
Yeah, but it would end the Saudi's relationship with WWE, and then yeah.
Let's do that then.
Yeah.
Right.
Or else just have Hacksaw Jim Duggan with it and have the American flag being waved.
Next Luger comes in and the
Lex Express.
No, that.
Oh, yeah.
Slam the Yokozuna one. The SSS Imperium.
Yeah.
I know what it's called. But flies down on a massive body.
Slams that guy that like they had his thing for Yokozuna.
Babatunde, the other guy. Babatunde makes his turn anyway. I promise you that much. Do you think Luke Harper will be in this match?
No.
No?
No, God no. Joe, who actually could be a Big Show in it?
Go on.
Big Show.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or Kane.
Mayor of Knoxville.
Mayor Glenn Jacobs.
I
Or,
think it's hilarious, actually.
I'm just throwing out names here now, but Hornswoggle.
Anyone. I want Drake Maverick to win. I want.
Apparently they're high on him now
Maverick.
since the whole
He's been brilliant.
Yeah.
He's been fucking brilliant. So what I want to happen? Do you know what makes this match worthwhile for me? If R-Truth is in it and the 24/7 title
change hands a million
1,000
times. Yeah.
That'll be
good.
That'll make it worth it.
Um.
I was gonna say, do you know what I think is hilarious about Kane?
What, Mayor Jacobs?
Mayor Glenn. Do you know his mayoral Twitter page?
Yeah.
Glenn Jacobs. It's not verified.
Really?
It's not. I saw him retweet something and like I was like I almost skipped past it. It's only when I went it was his actual official.
And then like it's almost like he has to tell Twitter, no, I am Kane.
No.
I am. Who are you? You're Glenn. You're mayor of Knox County.
Kane was burned horribly.
I was the Undertaker's brother. Oh, I heard her tick.
Okay, so my two. My two are a bit more down to earth.
I would Mustafa Ali is.
Well, Mustafa
Yeah.
is a good shout. Hulk Hogan is not that far.
It's yeah.
So my first one is Drew McIntyre. Because why not?
No, the final two will be Hogan and Drew McIntyre, and Hogan will slam him, throw him out, and start posing.
It could be Big Show and Slam.
Yeah, it genuinely could be like Big Show.
The other one is The Miz, because babyface. I'm booking it like an armor.
You're making sense.
Yeah.
You're making too much sense, Saudi Arabia. If this was a normal pay per view, then I would agree.
Yeah.
But you just have to think the most ridiculous shit that you can think of, because Shane McMahon won the Best in the World tournament.
Yeah, true. So who could do it?
Hogan.
That hard.
Oh my god, I'm stumble his way out. Beat that fan. It'll be him and the fan left. The fan attacked him at the Hall of Fame.
Can Nicholas get to Saudi Arabia?
School's not over, man.
Fuck it, yeah. Oh shit, I had a name and I lost it. Oh, Shawn Michaels, because he's not retired in Saudi Arabia. WrestleMania 26 never happened there.
Hasn't been shown yet, anyway.
Who else could win it? Santino Marella.
They're still in the Monday Night Wars in Saudi Arabia, and this main event is blowing their mind.
Santino Marella.
He's actually he's wrestling. Do you see that? He announced he's returning to wrestling,
Is he?
and he was like, "I'm not returning as Santino." He was, "I'm not doing that Santino shit." Like he was like, "I'm gonna be my Canadian self." No. He's like, "I'm returning, and I want to wrestle the way I want to wrestle, not be fucking Santino Marella." Yeah.
Okay. Look, I mean, yeah, of all the names, bizarrely Hulk Hogan is the most likely. So that's a giant battle royal. Next up is one of the big marquee matches. It is Triple H versus Randy Orton. Would you have him why?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going Randy Orton because Triple H needs to put over the younger talent. As a veteran of the game, he should probably put over the younger upstart, Randall Keith.
I'm gonna go Triple H. Because he's a babyface in this situation.
Is he? I don't know who is.
Randy Orton's heel, surely. Judging by WrestleMania last, Triple H.
Judging by their promo on Raw, you cannot tell.
Yeah. Triple H is going to get some absolutely ridiculous fucking entrance. I hope he does. He gets a sledgehammer and beats up a fucking cardboard cutout of Cody Rhodes.
See, he's got to beat up a dog. He's got to fucking kill a husky or something. Or what he would do is I thought of something before. I was like he'll like blow up a stair or something. There'll be like a stair.
Yeah.
Shoot or something. I hope Triple H gets a fucking cool entrance. Yeah.
He'll come out on a
Because
tank.
it's as good or better than WrestleMania.
That means big entrances.
That means shit will go down. Randy Orton. I go on Randy Orton does. I mean, fuck. I don't care. I don't know. I think this will be a 40-minute barn burn. Anyway, we're unlikely to see a rest hold. I'm gonna predict 4. I think we're gonna see 4 reverse ranas from each, and
Canadian Destroyer.
2 destroyers each, and maybe a shooting star press from Orton. I'm not sure.
And a super kick party at some stage.
Triple H might bust out a 450. It's as big or perhaps bigger than WrestleMania.
And the finish will be Triple H hitting the red arrow. And 1, 2, 3.
Orton will counter it into
Okay.
Oz Cutter, followed by Stormbreaker, and Randy Orton will be best of the Super Juniors. Anyway, and finally, the main event, or what probably will be the main event.
Right, it will be the main event. In 2019. On the 7th of June, 2019.
We are going to see The Undertaker, date of birth, March 24th, 1965. Versus Goldberg, 2 seconds, Goldberg, date of birth, December 27th, 1966.
That was the year England won the World Cup.
That mother... We've got a combined age of 106.
I can't.
Beat the shit. Just have a Zimmer frame on it.
Well, if that's Vince Russo, he'd do it.
Goldberg versus The Undertaker, Jack, in 2019.
Born before 1970.
Yeah. You know what, right? Goldberg actually said on SmackDown in his promo, he's like, I'm waiting 20 years for this match. So,
You shouldn't wait 20 years for anything.
kind of match. The Undertaker aged like milk. At least Goldberg had a style where he can...
He can do it, like...
So begs the question.
Oh my god.
Is this going to be a Goldberg match or an Undertaker match? Because if it's an Undertaker match, we things are going to be very fun.
I think it'll be a bit of both. I think the most you can hope for is we get like Brock Lesnar and Goldberg, but like Undertaker,
Not happening.
but Undertaker doesn't have that like ferociousness.
Undertaker can't take those moves to be squashed. Do you know what I mean? Like if you could do Taker Cena from Mania last year, that'd be fun.
Yeah, he can't. He just can't take any
Who
bumps.
eats moves? Who takes the moves? Okay, my prediction. Right, we'll go Undertaker to win because I think we're going to see Goldberg spear, jackhammer, kick out at 2, sit up, choke slam, tombstone, pin.
Yeah.
And I think I hope the rest of the matches get time so that this one doesn't have like half an hour left toward the end. I think they get big long ass entrances.
Take your time, boys.
Goldberg gets his entrance. I think he gets like
Yeah, but have it started like the airport. Have the plane land.
in the cab. Dun, 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 dun,
It starts with like.
Joe hilarious. The cab pulls up there to the stadium. Awkward. He plays the car. Horse in the back like. And he's like, "You on for the night?" And the taxi driver. Busy.
No, it'll start with the like the fucking ceremonial, but it'll be like to the play. He just wakes up.
So opens the door.
Oh, he has his door in his like pajamas.
Yeah.
He's like, dude. It's like I thought it was tomorrow.
You see this breakfast. Man, gets into the shower and it sparks. He's there, washes his
He's breathing the steam.
Bust open the shower door.
Oh my god! Just get
You know what I thought was hilarious?
going through customs, just with all the security, just full gear.
Cavity search. He's there from
Oh, that's Game of Thrones, dude.
But anyway, what I thought was hilarious as well on SmackDown is when he told Undertaker to like tighten up his jockstrap. Yeah, because the undead zombie priest brings his jockstrap. Just reminding us all that the Undertaker does in fact have testicles.
Saki owns attached.
Old ass testicles filled with sand. But
Oh, jeez.
so I'm going to the Undertaker. Again, via shooting star prep. Going away.
Imagine.
So, it's as big or better than WrestleMania. And Undertaker is the king of WrestleMania. So what's he going to do here? Yeah, Jack. Let's end this, please.
You know what, right?
Okay, before you make your pick, let me remind you, it's WCW versus...
I know, but they haven't really harped on that.
True.
Which is kind of telling me that it might be Goldberg. But I'm going to say this, and
He does need to win more.
it's not what I want. But I think what's going to happen is this isn't going to be the last time. I think this is going to be a trilogy. I think this is going to be.
Saudi shows.
Could be, genuinely. It could be Saudi shows. It could go to SummerSlam.
Saudi Arabia's gonna have their own like.
It could be Saudi Arabia SummerSlam Mania.
It's gonna be like Saudi shows like have their own storyline.
Or else it could be like Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia SummerSlam Goldberg's 70th birth party.
Like, we're literally watching two old men.
Just like, do you remember that movie? That fucking, what was it called? That
We're all thinking of the one.
Robert De Niro and yeah, it was a grudge match. That's what it was. Yes,
Never seen it, but
it's like 70 years old.
Yeah, it's oh my god, yeah, it's going to be. I don't think about that. I really don't. Anyway, that's Super Showdown. So you're going Goldberg.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Goldberg. Like,
Joe, I thought it was hilarious. Joe and Jack the Jobber said like, did you see his prediction for it?
No.
He wants he wants Goldberg to run in on a spear and Undertaker to cash him with a small pack.
Imagine
Get the pin. Grand.
Undertaker via Indie Taker.
By one new danger. So okay, so that's gonna be Super Showdown. Card of the year that.
Oh,
Next
Jesus
up,
Christ.
we're gonna move on to some actually good wrestling now. It's
Look, can I just pause for a second and just say,
let's just pause.
it's 2019
Yeah.
and Bill Goldberg is wrestling tomorrow.
And not just wrestling the Undertaker.
Oh,
Two men who are
God.
in their mid-50s.
Joe what? But it genuinely wouldn't surprise me. Undertaker beats Goldberg. Lights go out, come back on, Sting.
It could be.
And then, like, next Jeddah, Saudi Arabia could be Undertaker Sting. Sting like, propels from the ceiling.
You know what?
It could, like.
See it, yeah. Could 100% see it. Please, no, but kind of want it.
I kind of still want to, like, but, like.
Not this way.
Not bald patch Sting.
And ball patch Undertaker's not getting away with anything.
Yeah, true.
So anyway, let's move on to New Japan Pro Wrestling's Dominion show. Which is taking place this Sunday.
In
Osaka.
Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
It's taking place this Sunday in Osaka. Their second big pay-per-view of the year, arguably.
Yeah.
Yeah, the card got released today. So we're going to predict now. It should be as good or perhaps better. So anyway. What? As good or even better? So the first match is who knows winning this one really. It's IWGP United States Champion Jon Moxley versus Young Lion Shota Umino. Who did you have? Why, Jack?
Jon Moxley via death. via
Actually going to kill a man.
via barn or stoppage.
Yeah, this one is just. I think. Yeah, I'm also going Moxley, obviously.
What did you think? We might as well talk about Moxley and Juice Robinson. What did you think of Jon Moxley's first match as Jon Moxley in 8 years?
Really good. I really enjoyed it. It means different.
Yeah.
It's a lot different to what he's been doing in WWE. But it was good.
And he set the pace earlier on when he just straight away sent Juice outside and did the suicide dive.
I think the best is yet to come.
Yeah.
I think.
He also bit Juice.
Bit him, like,
And
proper bit.
yeah.
I think this one. I think this one is a poor enough one to go off. Like, it was a good match. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying it was brawl, but with no stipulation or anything. So it was brawl within the rules. I think once we see him like fight someone in like some hardcore match,
Yeah.
then we'll know. Or even if he just wrestles a guy, you know, like.
It'd be interesting to see the Janela match at Fyter Fest. I'm intrigued to watch that.
That should get a stipulation.
Yeah.
It hasn't yet, but it should. I can't wait to see him fight Omega. Because
Yeah.
I think, like, you have Omega, arguably the best wrestler in the world, and you have Moxley, arguably the best brawler in the world. That should be very fun.
Yep.
But anyway, Jon Moxley versus Shota Umino. I mean, Shota Umino is probably going to be. He looks like he's going to be the breakout of this Young Lions cast, like the current crop of Young Lions.
Yeah.
Hence his.
Imagine if they hadn't beat him.
That'd be fucking mad if you beat him. No, what I think is going to happen is I think Mox is winning, and then We might find out who's challenging him next for the title. Maybe, not sure.
Who would be front runner for that? Is there anyone? Suzuki.
Suzuki called him out, but Suzuki's going to feud with Liger.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Talk about Undertaker Goldberg.
Yeah, but
Suzuki Liger.
I was thinking about this. We'll talk about it in a minute. But I was like, it's literally like, New Japan looked at me and were like, they've got 2 50-year-olds fighting. We got 2 50-year-olds, and they're way better.
Yeah.
They can still actually wrestle. So, Moxley's winning, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to be his next challenger, to be honest with you. It could be anyone.
Could be Juice again,
It
genuinely.
could be Juice again. Do you think...
Did you see Juice's promo?
Yeah,
That was really good.
class, yeah.
And he was like, CJ Packer's dead, yeah. That was really good.
He was killed by Juice Robinson.
Yeah. That was cool.
And he was like, you crowned him 2 weeks ago, and he's proved he's one of the toughest sons of bitches.
Yeah.
No, Juice Robinson is a fucking brilliant promo.
Yeah.
I love Juice. A lot of people saying that it does more for Juice than it does for Moxley.
Yeah, I could see the argument there. But like, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens with Juice now.
Do you think Moxley's going to be in G1?
No.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't put him in there.
No.
Number one, I think.
Keep in mind, he's not like Jericho now, where he wants to wrestle. Like.
Yeah, but bear in mind, that would be up to AEW, and I feel like that's a grueling couple of weeks. And I think they would rather him not do it. I can definitely see him.
I don't know when he's going to drop the title, though. That's the thing. I reckon probably G1 final.
Maybe, yeah.
They always have a big title match on the final.
When do the participants for the G1 usually get announced? It'll be soon after Dominion, would it? I'd imagine.
It'll probably be in the next 2 weeks, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Because the first night is July 6th. So it's a month from now.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine the next 2 weeks. So it'll be interesting. But yeah, Moxley, obviously. The next match, another very interesting match, is Satoshi Kojima versus Shingo Takagi. And the reason this is very interesting is Shingo is coming off one of the best the Super Juniors runs ever. He now holds the record for the most points accumulated with 18.
Yep.
With 9-0 in the block, beating record formerly held by Prince Devitt, who went 8-0 in 2013. The only difference was Prince Devitt actually won the tournament, whereas Shingo didn't. Shingo fell in the final. But the big thing with Shingo is people have said that if he's a junior, he's just a little.
Yeah.
So it's one of the big open secrets.
Yeah.
But he's wrestling Satoshi Kojima, who is a former 2-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion, former G1 Climax winner, a legend in New Japan Real. And this seems to be his breakout already, which is coming really fast into the heavyweight division, which I'm excited for because I can't see him in heavyweight.
Yeah.
So anyway, Satoshi Kojima versus Shingo Takagi. Who do you have in mind?
Takagi, because I feel Shijima is like kind of the gatekeeper there, kind of.
Yeah.
And I think this is just a good introduction into the heavyweight division, so makes sense for Takagi to win. So I'm going Takagi.
Yeah.
And plus, they built him so high in the G1
Yeah.
or in the
like
best
Kojima.
Super Junior.
Kojima's at the stage now. He's a Liger, where he's he's just the old legend now who just loses now to people.
Yeah.
Put people over. I mean, he's actually still really good. Like he's 48, and like I the first time I saw him wrestle properly was in the New Japan Cup this year, and like he can still go. Like he had a match with Suzuki, and it was brilliant, in class.
It's because they've been working with each other for like fucking 30 years.
And yeah, and the thing, like I mean, they have very deep root. Like I don't know if you know this, but Suzuki obviously has his faction, Suzuki Goon.
Yeah.
There used to be a face faction called Kojima Goon and was run by Satoshi.
Oh, really?
And Satoshi Kojima was head of it.
Oh.
And Suzuki came in, kicked him out, and turned the heel. So yeah, I mean, anyway, a little history lesson there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
The next match is a tag team match, kind of bog standard New Japan event tag team match. It is the team of Jushin Thunder Liger and Yoshihashi taking on Suzuki Goon, being represented by Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. Who'd have them why?
So it's Liger and
It looks like it's going to be Liger and Suzuki, and it's going to be Yoshihashi and Zack for the British heavyweight title.
I'm gonna go Yoshihashi and Liger because I feel they're heading into that feud with Suzuki and Liger.
Yeah. And
I feel that like they need something.
Like Suzuki would genuinely be the guy who retires him.
Yeah, and I just think they need Liger to get a couple of wins before he rides off into the sunset and inevitably puts whoever over while doing so. But I think Suzuki could easily take that pinfall because, you know, Suzuki and Liger, like, I would imagine there's a lot of respect there. And it's not burying a young talent.
Yeah. No, I
by having like a 50-year-old man in, so like or whatever age he is. So it makes sense for Liger to pin Suzuki in this one. So
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you. I'm going Liger and Yoshihashi as well.
Yeah.
But I think I'm slightly different to yours. I think Liger and Suzuki are going to brawl to the outside. And
well, Suzuki is fond of that.
it's just,
Yeah.
he's been known to do it from time to time. So I think they're going to brawl around the ring and up the ramp and in the crowd, all that. And I think in the commotion, I think Yoshihashi will get a roll up on Zack, and that will just solidify him as the next.
Yeah, that makes sense as well.
As the next number one contender. Granted, I don't think he's winning that match. Poor Yoshi. I feel so bad for Yoshihashi. He's literally the guy who loses in New Japan. I remember, I think it was New Japan Cup. It was either New Japan Cup or G1 last year where he got his first win. Oh, it was the G1 last year. He got his first win. He went 0-4 as 4 matches, and he finally got a win against someone. And I think Okada cut a promo backstage in the press conference later, and he was like, "I was happy to see Yoshihashi to win because he never wins." So I was like, he never does. Anyway, next match. Next match again. Tag team action is 6-man tag team match this time. It is Taguchi Japan being represented by Hiroshi Tanahashi, Juice Robinson, and Ryusuke Taguchi, taking on Bullet Club being represented by Jay White, Chase Owens, and Taiji Ishimori. Who do you have in mind?
I'm going Bullet Club. Yeah, I'm going Bullet Club because I feel like they're still gonna play on the
Jay White thing.
The Jay White and Tanahashi arm, and I feel like they'll play up on Juice as well.
Yeah.
About him being not.
I don't think mine was
Yeah. I hope so. Anyway, I hope there's more legs to the story. So
I think he'll make some dumb mistakes.
Yeah. Or else he might turn.
Wouldn't know yet. I hope not, because he's fucking birds of babyface.
Yeah.
And he's so overdone. They love him over
there.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with you again. I'm going Bullet Club because of the Jay White thing. I think Jay White he solidified himself as the next number one contender for the heavyweight title. That match with Tanahashi was basically just who was the next shot.
Yeah.
However, I don't think he's pinning Tanahashi here. I think he's going to fucking murk Taguchi. I think he's going to kill Taguchi. But I'm going Bullet Club as well because Jay White is currently getting shitload of momentum. And yeah. Anyway, next up, it is the Never Openweight Championship match. It is Never Openweight Champion Taichi defending his title against Tomohiro Ishii. Tomohiro Ishii looking to become a record 5-time champion. Who do you have in mind?
I really don't know.
It's a hard one. Toss up, yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Taichi, just for reasons I don't know.
I'm gonna go Taichi as well to retain, right? But I put some thought into this.
Okay.
So back in the New Japan Cup, these two met in the quarterfinals or something. Or the round of 16. They met at some point anyway. And they had
Who won the New Japan Cup this year? Okada, was it?
Okada, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a fucking barn burner of a match. Just the thing with Taichi, right? Joey heel, and he's really effective. He's really good at getting heat. But it's borderline X-Pac heat. It's borderline fuck off.
Yeah.
And he has proven to me anyway in the last couple of months that he actually can really go in the ring, given the right opponent. Right?
Yeah.
And him and Ishii have brilliant chemistry together.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a really good match. I think Taichi's going to get his win back because Ishii beat him in the New Japan Cup. So I think Taichi's getting his win back. And I also think that the man to take the title from Taichi is Shingo Takagi.
Okay.
So I think it's the bridge. The Openweight title is meant to be the bridge between the juniors and the heavies.
Yeah.
So
the heavies.
Heavies, yeah. Have Takagi beat Taichi somewhere down the road to become the new never champion.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So
that's fine. Both going Taichi, that's fair. The next match is the IWGP Tag Team Championship match. IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Girls of Destiny, Tamatanga Tangaloa, taking on Los Ingobernables de Japan, represented by Sanada and Evil. Who do you have in mind?
For the tag titles, is it? Who's the champs?
Cody.
I am going for GOD to retain because they won him at
MSG.
At MSG, yeah. So
they're still the ROH Tag Champions.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna go. GOD.
Yeah.
Just because they just won him, and I like. It's like Sanada and Evil have had a couple of reigns now, so I
agree with you as well. I'm going GOD.
Yeah.
Because Well, because, like, yeah, I mean, I think there's more to make. There's more money to be made than adding even as single guys.
Yeah.
I think so. They work really well as a tag team, honestly, but I think like they're singles guys, you know.
Yeah.
And I just the GOD have kind of a storyline going with the ROH tag titles that they're fucking worthless. So like, yeah.
Is it definitely Sunday it's happening?
Yeah.
Is it? Because last year it was on a Saturday.
I was on the 9th of June.
Oh, is it? Is that what it is?
Kingdom.
Oh, fair enough.
4th.
Oh, fair enough.
Next up, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match is IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion Dragon Lee defending his title against the Best of the Super Juniors 2019 winner, Will Ospreay. Who'd you have in mind?
I'm going Dragon Lee.
Okay.
I feel... The only reason I feel Dragon Lee's going to win...
Takahashi.
Yeah, I feel at the end, like, it's exactly a year since he was injured, am I right? It was Dominion last... Was it not Dominion last year?
It was a Long Beach show last year. The show they did in the G1 special thing in San Francisco.
Oh.
It was either San Francisco or Long Beach, I can't remember.
Okay, so nearly a year.
It's almost a year.
Against the guy
I think it'll be a year come the G1, the first day of the G1, I think.
Against the guy who he happened to be wrestling that evening when he was injured. Dragon Lee.
The guy who injured him.
Yeah, pretty much. A guy who they've been rivals for years now.
Yeah.
Makes so much sense. And I feel like his time, I feel like he should be, the time is adding up that he should be back around now.
Meltzer's saying that's August.
Is it?
He's saying late summer. I mean, but, you know.
Who's not to say? He could turn up.
He could turn up.
It's not to say that he could get physical, but he could turn up.
I think he might turn up. I think maybe not turn up. I think we might get a video back or something.
Yeah.
And it might be him being like, back this date or
whatever. Yeah.
Get a date.
But that's the only reason. If
singles match.
Yeah, and if that wasn't a factor, I'd be going Ospreay. But I'm going to go Dragon Lee because I feel Ospreay could be going heavyweight too.
Okay. I'm going with Ospreay.
Okay.
Because he's going off that again another match of the year candidate
Yep.
against Takagi in the Best Super Juniors final. I think I said to you off like that I think they're posing Ospreay to be the top agent of Japan. He's moving to Japan.
Yeah.
He's learning Japanese.
Yeah.
What I think is going to happen, right, is Ospreay is going to win. And I can't take credit for this because I saw this summer and it sold me. I think Ospreay winning. I think he's going to vacate the belt. I think he's going to he's going to have one more run with the junior heavyweight title, like for a couple of months. And then I think he'll vacate the belt and be like, okay, I'm going to heavyweight now, relinquishing the title.
Yeah.
And usually what happens in New Japan when a title is relinquished like that, they have the two last champions to wrestle.
Yeah.
And the two last champions were Dragon Lee and Hiromu Takahashi, as far as I know.
That makes sense.
I might be wrong there. No, it was Dragon Lee and Taiji Ishimori.
Well, that puts a spanner in the works.
What they did last time was they had a fucking tournament.
Okay.
They could do that too. I don't know. What I'm saying is, Will Ospreay's winning. Ospreay's winning. I think. Yes, I mean, he's... yeah. I mean, I can see Dragon winning too. But I saw this theory and I kind of went, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
There are holes in it.
I could see Ospreay winning as well.
Yeah.
You know, just because there's so much invested in now.
It's going to be a bloody good match though.
But I just think Ospreay might be in the G1.
I think he will be.
Yeah, so I think...
But he can be, like, it has happened before that juniors have been in there.
Oh, really?
Devitt was in there.
Oh, fair enough.
So
could you... Oh, yeah.
champion at one point.
Oh, fair enough.
So...
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can be... It has happened on occasion. It hasn't happened in a while. Since Devitt, I don't think. 'Cause
Yeah.
They haven't had, like, a junior as big a star as him yet. Since...
Well, Kenny Omega. Well...
Yeah, but Kenny came in as a junior for, like, a year. And
then moving up,
yeah. So anyway... that's fine. Next match is the IWGP Intercontinental Championship match. Is Intercontinental Champion Kota Ibushi defending his title against Tetsuya Naito. Who'd you have him with?
I don't know.
I know, because I have reasons.
Okay. I want to say Ibushi, but I just feel that Naito and that Intercontinental Championship have that fucking strange relationship.
He's becoming synonymous with the title. Like, it's always been Nakamura has been the guy.
The Continental Champion.
It's becoming Naito. Naito's becoming the guy.
I'm gonna go Naito.
Yeah.
Because just for that, just because they want to build up as many reigns, and it just seems that he always circles back to the title that he hates so much.
Well, yeah, I'm going Naito as well, because my reasoning is Naito said towards the start of the year when he was champion that he wants to be the first double champion. He wants to hold both belts.
Yeah.
And going into G1, I think if he's given the IC title, it'll sow that seed that
Yeah.
he'll do it. But I don't think he will.
I don't think so either, no.
I think Ibushi winning the G1 this year. I think fucking capitalise on him now.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So I think if you take the belt off Ibushi,
Hmm.
he goes in able to win. Especially after coming up last year where he lost in the final.
Yeah.
Have him win this year. And I think Naito having the belt going in as well, it sows that seed of doubt of like, fuck it, he might actually do it. And like, I think it's literally the point where he's like, he hates the title so much, and like he just can't. He always comes back to. He's like, fuck it, I'll just win both belts.
Yeah.
So I think this will be a really good match. I think maybe it's between this and Dragon Lee and Ospreay for match of the night, I think.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm on Naito as well for that reason.
Fair enough.
And finally, the main event of the evening is the IWGP Heavyweight Championship match. It is the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada defending his title against Chris Jericho. Who would have thought you'd say that, eh?
Yeah.
Did you have him away?
I'm going Chris Jericho.
Yeah, I'm going Chris
I
Jericho.
really
As well. If the best Super Junior final proved anything to me, they're not afraid to put titles on AEW, guys.
Yeah, and I feel what's going to get more people talking about New Japan Pro Wrestling if Chris Jericho...
They can say all they want about they're keeping their relationships with ROH and CMLL and whatever. They're going to do it.
Now, I have another reasoning for it.
Go on.
And it's because
I do too.
I feel they'll want Okada in the G1. Because...
Yeah, but the champion's going to be G1 anyway.
Oh yeah, fuck, I forgot about that. I keep forgetting these stupid rules.
It'll make it... Okay. Well, that throws a bit of a spanner in the works.
Chris Jericho won't be in the G1.
Jericho won't be in it, and as far as we know, Moxley won't be in it either.
Yeah, but like they might there's a first time for everything where
I know,
they can.
And it
makes sense with the Jericho character. We'd be like, I'm not fucking wrestling for 3 weeks. Go and fuck off. I'm taking this title home with me.
It makes sense to not be there. I don't expect him to be there. Moxley might space. Moxley might be there.
Yeah.
Like the whole point, like a big thing with the G1 is you have champions in it, and they can take a fall to set up the next challenger. You know?
And it could be a bucket list thing for Moxley where he might ask, like, I really want to do this, and I might let him do it.
I mean, he hasn't wrestled heavily.
Please, I'll be safe.
Please you're wrestling Suzuki.
Yeah.
Please.
He'll only chop me. I won't take bumps.
Oh yeah. No pile drivers, honest. So yeah, I'm going Jericho as well because I guess like you said, or like I don't know who said, but if the best Super Junior can prove anything, they will put titles on AEW.
Yeah. And
also,
I feel it just suits Jericho's character, like
yeah,
the whole.
And also, right, from kayfabe, right, I think Okada is taking Jericho lightly.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, who's this guy putting makeup on, like, this, nearly 50-year-old guy?
Yeah.
What's he doing? Like, and he's like he's almost joking and laughing, getting a bit, lackadaisical with it. And I don't think anyone's expecting him to drop the belt.
Yeah.
Us, obviously. But
no one in Japan is expecting him to.
And another big thing is, come Sunday, Okada will be on day 64 of his reign, right? He's never had a reign under 100 days.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna be like, it's Okada. He's gonna hold it for like at least another 4 months.
Yeah.
Before you could even consider him losing it. So I don't think anyone's expecting him to lose. And you want he's on New Japan.
Oh.
Before the G1.
And then Jericho could drop the title in the G1 final or something like that,
I mean, there's bound to be some show somewhere.
They have the Long Beach show.
Wild Quest in August in London.
Yeah, it could be literally anything.
Drop it to is that Kevin Jr. or something? He's English.
Ospreay.
Fuck it, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And then we Bushi wins the G1. We get Ospreay and Bushi 2 wrestling them in the main event for the title. But to my veins. So yeah, that's Minion.
Yeah.
Pick Jericho as well. They're always the crazy bastard. Goes with
and I'm 9 times out of 10 right.
Yeah,
This time last year in Dominion, no one expected him to be in Naito, and he did it. I was the one who picked him.
Yeah. Not pick him.
Oh, you went Naito. Yeah, it's crazy that whole Young Bucks Kenny Omega thing happened
A year
this thing
ago.
a year ago, and to look where they are now, like it's
What happened here?
yeah, it's amazing.
So yeah, that was Dominion 2019. Probably going to be better than Super Showdown as far as a wrestling standpoint. So anyway, that's been us.
Goldberg and Undertaker are going to get 6 stars.
Maybe more, potentially.
Imagine if they just
What has
roll.
been more better than Omega versus Okada. Goldberg versus Holloway. So yeah,
That's been us.
That's been us. We'll talk to you next week with all the fallout. I think we have predictions again next week. I'm not sure.
I think we'll have a lot to say on the fallout of
Yes,
Super
we do.
Showdown.
Yes, I have a feeling we have predictions again next week. I'm not sure. I'll double check. But yeah,
What's that next week? Or what's that?
I think Fighter Fest isn't. That's the end of June. Stomping Grounds is the week before that. And we might have a week off next week. I'm sure.
Yeah, Jesus.
So, yeah.
God forbid.
So anyway, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. Enjoy Super Showdown.
Oh, God.